Hello traders, hello friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Coach Jay. And for today's weekly Forex forecast, as usual, titignan natin or check natin ang previous week's economic data releases as well as titignan naman natin yung mga significant risk events for next week para aware tayo sa mga significant events dito sa market. Okay? You can see no, dito sa DXY weekly time frame, kita nyo naman na struggle ang price dito sa strong level of support na ito. Okay? So, tignan natin ang last week na report dahil merong NFP. Yan, okay. So, unahin na natin ito, average hourly earnings. So, maganda yung result, no? 0.4% ang actual dahil ang previous ay 0.2%, while ang forecast ay 0.3%. So, higher siya, which is good. And ito na yung NFP, actually good rin siya. Kasi 142K, okay, yung na-create na job as compared to only 89K previous week, although medyo lesser siya sa forecast kasi ang forecast ay 164K, but it's still, so at least ang labor market ay cooling down. Last month na talagang ang baba. Ang unemployment rate ay from 4.3 last month, ngayon ay 4.2, which is also good for US. Tapos nagsalita rin, no, FOMC member Waller speaks. Tignan natin yung kanyang sinabi. Waller, while I expect rate cuts to occur carefully as economy continues to grow, stand ready to act promptly to support economy as needed. Okay? Dito sa sinabi ni Fed Governor Christopher Waller, although nag-expect talaga ng September rate cuts, pero definitely hindi naman ito yung talagang sobrang aggressive or yung agad-agad. Siyempre, gradual lang ito. Okay? With this economic data, so mixed ang outlook ng mga market participants and ng mga investors kay US. May possibility na mag-ranging lang muna ang US dollar. Okay? So, syempre, unless proven otherwise. Okay? Before we continue pala, let's check the high impact news next week. Sa September 10 o'clock p.m., we have claimant count change. Okay? So, we have to check. So, monitor natin yan. Tapos, sa September 11, GBP rin. It's about GDP. Important yan. Tapos, 8:30 p.m. naman, CPI. Okay, nako. Okay, so I hope makakita na tayo ng some great move sa market. Kasi yun nung last week, no, most of the peers ay ranging lang, even the gold. For next week, it's the CPI week naman pala, kaya expect na magiging volatile na naman ang market. Alright. So, syempre, we check the DXY so that alam natin how weak or how strong ang US dollar as compared with other currencies. Okay? Although for several weeks, kita natin na talagang bleeding or nagkaroon ng sell-off dito kay US dollar index. However, last week ay nag-hold itong support level na to sa around 158 to 100.6. Okay, so very strong talaga itong support na to as you can see previously, no? Talagang pag dumadating sa area na yan ay nagkakaroon ng bounce. Yan, okay? Expect na range bound ang US dollar pero but of course, we want a decent pullback at least dito sa may 38.2% ng PIB kung talaga ang view nyo kay US dollar ay downtrend. Okay? So, syempre, pag ganito kasing ranging, hintayin natin na magkaroon ng breakout or magkaroon ng breakdown. Okay? So, check natin din ang daily time frame. Yan. So, dito mas nakita natin na talagang well-respected pa itong support level na ito. Okay? Let's wait for the CPI. Dito na possible magkaroon ng breakout or magkaroon ng breakdown sa area na to. Okay? Siyempre, let's move on na dito kay gold.
Of course guys, gusto ko po kayong invite dito sa Forex Skills Mastery. So nasa session 3 na po kami wherein ang i-discuss ko po ay about support and resistance. Okay, so this September 12, Thursday yan. Okay, so kung nahihirapan kayo sa pag-spot ng support and resistance, I hope ito na. Tuturo ko sa inyo yung aking techniques. Okay, so ito yung mga topics for support and resistance. Yan, syempre, about support, about resistance, price behavior, price action, break and retest, failed breakout, failed breakdown, and of course, yung SAR list or yung support and resistance list. Okay, so for sure naririto kayo, especially if hindi nyo pa talaga alam yung strategy nyo. Yung support and resistance kasi very essential yan na kailangan natin matutunan as Forex. Also guys, visit nyo yung aming nasa IEO. Okay, kasi meron kaming syempre meron kaming Forex course. 3,500 lang yan para sa mga beginners. And complete na to, meron na itong basic for beginner talaga. Tapos meron ding technicals, advanced technicals. At syempre meron itong fundamentals, okay? So talagang sobrang sulit na yung 3,500. And of course, we have Forex ebooks and finance ebooks, self-help ebooks.
Let's proceed with gold. Alright, so as you can see, after the breakout from this resistance, no, very aggressive ang move ng mga buyers dito. However, if makikita natin, medyo nagde-decelerate na rin ang move. Ibig sabihin, nagkakaroon na rin ng exhaustion sa market. So, may possibility na talaga na magkaroon na ng pullback dahil overextended na rin naman ang move niya to the upside. Okay? Pero sa ngayon, very bullish pa rin talaga ang pinapakita ng gold. Ang momentum pa rin naman ay nasa upside. Okay? Weekly time frame. Okay, dito naman sa weekly time frame, very bullish pa rin. Okay, as you can see, after ng breakout dito sa ranging area na to, ngayon ay nasa range bound market ulit tayo. Okay? No, as explained, nung nakita natin itong na-create na candle nito 2 weeks ago, expect na yung mga kasunod na candles niya ay magre-range lang in between this resistance na to and support na to, which is ayun na yung nangyayari ngayon. Explained, no, tradable naman ang ranging and sideways market as long as nasa lower extreme ka or sa support or sa higher extreme sa resistance. Okay? So yun ang strategy natin kapag nasa ranging area tayo. Okay, so let's go down to the daily time frame. Okay, so mas nakita natin talaga na ranging lang ang gold for the past few weeks. And of course, nakapag-trade naman din tayo dyan. Yung kasama kong coach sa aming Discord channel, yan dito siya nag-trade nung narito sa may higher extreme. Ayan, and ang TP niya ay syempre etong lower extreme, which is ang ganda ng risk to reward ratio, okay? And syempre ako naman dahil na bullish ako kay gold, hinintay ko naman na pumunta ang price dito sa lower extreme or sa support saka ako nag-buy. Okay? So, iba-iba talaga ang strategy natin kada trader. Okay? There's no right or wrong. Siyempre, before we move on, let's check, of course, my favorite COT report. Noorin nyo na lang yung COT report natin para mag-guide din kayo. From the last report, September 3, ang longs ay 339,157 versus a short na 51,599. Although, close na sila ng longs, ito 4,000 ang kanilang kinlose, tapos nag-add sila ng shorts. Okay, pero generally ay uptrend pa rin naman. So ito yung nakita natin kanina na medyo nagkakaroon na ng exhaustion sa market. We have a slight increase or additions of short orders. Okay, kasi from 48,000 naging 51,599, pero hindi naman not as massive as the buy positioning. Okay, so still sitting at 300k plus pa rin naman ang mga buy positioning ng mga big institutions. So generally ay uptrend pa rin naman tayo. Bullish talaga kayo, mas safe na hintayin na lang natin na ma-break ang range na to. Tapos sa retest ay doon tayo papasok. Okay? Yan. So syempre hindi rin tayo laging buy ng buy. Okay, dapat lagi natin i-analyze ang market. And syempre, hindi rin naman agad tayo mag-assume na mag-sell or magkakaroon na ng move to the downside habang wala pa tayong nakikitang confirmation. Alright, so tignan din natin ang S4. Yung messy na yung price, okay? So ako, no trade muna ako until na magkaroon ako ng magandang read sa market by next week. Yan lang for gold. So ngayon naman ay Euro USD. Let's move on dito kay Euro USD, looking at the monthly time frame. Explain ko rin sa inyo na when the price reach this level and nagkaroon ng bounce, in-expect talaga natin na magkakaroon tayo ng move to the upside. Dahil as you can see, historically, very strong itong support or demand level na to. And also, meron din tayong pattern, inverted head and shoulders. Okay? Nagkaroon na siya ng upside move. Gandang i-monitor to kasi meron pa tayong room to go up. Alright? However, currently ang price ay naririto pa sa resistance natin. Weekly time frame. Dito sa weekly time frame ay bullish yung pinapakita niya kasi nagkaroon tayo ng change of structure from downtrend to uptrend. Okay? So, possible na itong ginawa niya ay pullback lang. Okay? And if we want to measure the correction, we can use the fib from this low to the high of the impulse leg, and we can notice na ang price currently ay sitting dito sa 38.2%. Okay? So we have to monitor, of course, the price behavior here sa area nito. And then if ever na i-break niya yan, we still have here the area of 50%. Okay. Yan, which is also the previous resistance yan, possible na mag-act as support. Bullish din tayo looking at the weekly time frame. And then daily time frame. But before we move on to the daily time frame, let's check the COT report. Let's go straight na dito sa aking monitoring. Ang net position nila ay 100,018. Okay? Bullish din ang mga big institutions. So we went from having negative 9,000 all the way up to 100,018. Okay? Long position nila ay 215 while ang short ay 115. Okay? Yan. Last report, nag-close sila ng long orders and nag-close din sila ng short orders. Okay? Kaya nakakita rin tayo ng sideways move sa chart ni Euro USD. So ako, personally, mag-iintay lang ako dito ng buy opportunities. Sa daily time frame, kita naman natin talaga na nag-create siya ng series of higher highs and higher lows. Okay, and struggle na siya dito sa may 38.2% ng FIB na nakita natin sa weekly. Bullish din tayo dito kay daily time frame. Alright, H4 time frame, kita natin itong double bottom formation and na-break niya na nga itong neckline. Tapos, okay, so nasa zone na rin tayo. Ayan, okay. So magandang abangan si Euro USD din next week. For the last pair naman, GBP USD, monthly time frame na talagang nagkaroon ng reaction dito sa historical level of demand and support area. Okay? So may possibility pa rin talaga na magkaroon tayo ng move to the upside. Okay? Kailangan lang talaga natin timingan sa lower time frame. Alright? Bullish tayo dito kay GBP USD looking at the monthly time frame. Going down to the weekly time frame, very textbook talaga ito na trend. Okay, so expect talaga natin na magkakaroon ng pullback. Alright, and if we want to measure the correction, let's use the fib from this low to the high. Yung 38.2% ay naririto pa sa area na to. Okay, and syempre lining up siya dito sa previous resistance, kaya possible na mag-act as support. Daily time frame, aggressive ang move to the upside. Kaya possible talaga na magkaroon tayo ng deeper pullback, possible 38.2 or 50%. Okay? And, but syempre, we have to wait and see next week. Check din natin ang COT report ng GBP. Yan. So, ito rin, very bullish rin itong GBP USD. Okay? So, ang net position niya ay 108,078. Okay? 160K ang long versus a short lang na 52K. Tapos, last report ay nag-close pa sila ng kanilang short orders. Alright? And nag-add pa sila ng kanilang long orders. Okay? Tingnan natin ang H4. Choppy yung price niya. Okay, so siguro hintayin ko na lang talaga na bumaba ang price dito. Okay, so dahil bullish ako, mag-iintay lang din ako dito ng mga buy opportunities. I hope marami ulit kayo natutunan sa video na ito.